in to O Comes the Dawn on NorthCoastUnderground.com and Facebook Live. Welcome to O Comes the Dawn with Lisi and Kev, the show that reflects on life's lessons, whether good, bad, or ugly. Each week, we talk about ourselves, each other, and even you if you let us. Why? Because nothing's off limits when we use our lessons to help others. So tune in to our show on Facebook Live and NorthCoastUnderground.com and share with us what dawned on you today. It just may save someone some time, or at least make them smile. Welcome everybody to O Comes the Dawn with Lisi, Kev, and JB. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. So I want my co-host to remind me to change. I have to change the intro because we are no longer with North Coast Underground. We are with Facebook Live and YouTube. So welcome everyone. We are so excited to have you here tonight. O Comes the Dawn talks about life's lessons, whether good, bad, or ugly. As you probably heard in the intro, we talk about the things that have been illuminated in our lives. The things have been the things that have come to the forefront, and we want to share with others. So we start with asking what dawned on you today. So for you in the chat, we always like to hear from you. So if you would like to share with us what dawned on you today, tell us what you have learned new in life. What has life taught you today or in the past that you want to share with somebody? So YouTube and Facebook Live, feel free to share that in the chat while we ask each other what dawned on us today. So who would like to go first? Well, where's the point? Who over there?
You both is over there.
We over there on your side. So I'm not in the middle in your screen?
You right there next to me, and then Kev.
Okay. It's the opposite for you.
Okay.
Okay. So for me, obviously, it's going that way. Okay. Kev, you want to go first? What dawned on you today?
Well, first of all, I want to send condolences to my brother. He lost his wife yesterday. I do want to say
absolutely.
Nothing really dawned on me, but I would like to say that I'm excited for this weekend. It's been a while since I took a Friday off, and actually that I've taken this Friday off. My daughter's dancing in Youngstown, so I'm gonna sneak up on her because I show to see me talk about this. So I'm gonna sneak up on her and get to watch her Friday night at least. I'm gonna work Saturday. She dances Saturday also, but I don't know when. But I should be able to get out there Saturday evening also. So. But that's what I'm excited about that. So I guess that's what dawned on me. I'm excited, I guess, to get out and see my baby in her element. And, see her happy because she's like me. She's shy and reserved, but put her in her element, and it's a different person.
Yeah. I can see from the pictures. Listen, that big old smile. She be in her element. I love it.
Yeah. So
she's gonna be super happy. She's gonna be super happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what absolutely. Excited, I guess, about seeing my child in her element, sneaking up on her. Usually I watch video, and I really don't count. I tell her, she looks good when I do see her and talk to her. I guess being there and seeing it in person, it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be excited about that.
I'm excited.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's cool. That's real cool.
JB?
Well, I'm pretty much on the same. No, I'm here this way.
See, on mine, Kev, you're over here.
See, on mine, y'all both over here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we flippity floppity. But yeah, I'm same thing. I was excited about the weekend. Got plans to do a nice little road trip. About to spend 4 days in
4 nights in Punta Cana.
No, Deerfield, Wisconsin.
Listen, his trip is gonna be exciting, but you can't put it next to Punta Cana because it was like,
yeah. But it's a nice little reserve, laid back, you know, chill out spot, you know, off in the built in the woods. So about maybe 45 minutes from Milwaukee. So it's like this is how they describe when you it's like right there, Wisconsin. Because Wisconsin looked like a hand, so you gotta be like, yeah, it's right here. So it's like right at the bottom. But yeah, so me and the wife taking a nice little 8-hour drive
Wisconsin.
to Wisconsin. Hello, Wisconsin.
I was gonna say,
you know, that's about it, man.
We have a Deerfield here if you want to go to Deerfield, man.
Nah, this Deerfield is different. If you into outdoors and fishing and hunting and all of that, you know, Paul Bunyan stuff.
Fishing.
You into Paul Bunyan stuff?
No.
No, but I do like to look at Paul Bunyan type stuff.
I just like to look at it.
Oh, why?
I like to see it from a distance. That's about it. But yeah.
When was the last time you done been fishing?
No, boy.
Man. It's been a while.
I couldn't even tell you the last time I've been fishing. I have to say, when I was at camp, summer camp.
It's one time at band camp.
Yeah, back in those days, it's probably the last time I actually cast. No. I cast a line at one of our little family gatherings, probably in the last 10 years, but it just went in the bushes.
In the bushes.
In the bushes.
Try to catch a bird, man.
Straight, you know how when you go, when you get right on the bank, how I got all them tall grasses and stuff, I threw it right in there. So that was the last time I cast something out.
To the in-laws. That's my bad.
Yeah, but I'm down for it. I love it. It's fun. I mean, I ain't a big time fisherman, but I definitely do it. Crack some brews and chill, listen to some tunes, hang out by the water. Yeah, it sounds like a day to me, but
well, that's my extent of outdoors is fishing. I'm not gonna go camping. I'm not shooting nothing. You know, I'm maybe for fun, but other than that, fishing. That's why I was wondering when the time you had. You know,
I'll camp. I'm not sleeping there, but I'll camp. I'm leaving at night, but
it's not camping, then, bro. You just chilling.
Well, that's as close as camping that I'm gonna do. I ain't sleeping outside. Nope.
I would tell you that your friend is a hater, but you've known him longer than I have. So you already know that. He's a hater.
You just met JB. Stop to
yeah.
I'm talking about you hater.
He have his moments. It's all good though.
Because she'll do the same thing. That's not camp. You got to stay over.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sleeping bag, you know what I'm saying? Lay down with the animals, chill out, cook your meals in a little Dutch oven over the fire.
Who?
The owl.
Who would do that?
That's camping right there.
I never said I wanted to go camping.
Nature. You want to go camping?
No. I'm not interested.
If I go camping, I'll be the one with like the 2-story tent or something like that, you know, for me to go camping because they got to be
RV.
Got to be
glamping. Yeah, I have been in the wilderness, and I have been in the wilderness in a camp. What do you call it? A cabin. I've been to the cabin. It doesn't count though. I wouldn't count it because the cabin I was in, it had indoor plumbing and it had air conditioning and it was amazing.
Well, I've been to some nice ones too.
I've been to a nice cabin
with the hot tubs and stuff like that. So
yeah,
that's away from home in the woods for me. Anything can happen.
See,
I watch enough Jason movies, but it's in the sense of the camping with the whole pitching the tent, the fire. possibly getting mauled by a bear or something like that.
I'm 43 years old. I have nothing to prove to nobody. I'm sorry, singer man.
It's an experience of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't have nothing to prove.
Now,
and so I'm okay.
Would you do it in your backyard?
Who?
Put a tent up in your backyard and camp out your
If when I was younger and I had, when I had little kids, it was different. When I had little kids, I probably would have. In fact, the kid's grandmother did it in her front yard. She had a big, side yard, whatever you call it. She did it with them. She's one of those adventure types, and this was, almost 10 years ago. So she did it with them, had a little outdoor adventure. I would have done it because I have a nice little quaint little backyard. It's not really tiny. It's not tiny, but it's a nice small size. So we could have done it, but at this point, all my kids are big. So I don't have. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I can't wait for grandkids. So
okay.
Put the tents up, get the projector, put it on the garage, or get a big little white sheet or something, watch a movie, get the fire on s'more. Oh, I'm making it sound nice, huh?
No. Listen. That is how I ended up with all the stuff I have in my house now that I'm trying to get rid of, because I had all these visions of grandeur for my backyard. Like I have 100-inch projector screen, retractable projector screen. I got a projector. I had all this tent stuff, all this crap that I never used. All this outdoor crap that I never used. I had so much. It was so much potential. But at this age, I'm not proving nothing. I'm not doing nothing. They are not babies anymore. And at this point,
hard, bro. At this age.
Right.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't know. I have grandkids already.
I feel you.
And so maybe with the grandkids, but I don't know.
You hang out, not stay the night. Yeah, I gotta go.
You gotta realize I'm in that cool granny moment. You know what I'm saying? So like I told one of my kids, I was like, listen, this is no offense. And if you really need me, I'll be there. I said, but I am still raising kids. So I don't want yours. No, what I'm saying is I'm not so anxious to go grab nobody's kids. If you need me, I'm there. But I have, y'all be talking about this life that is not full of the stuff that I have to do. Today alone, I went to work, I came home, I cooked, and then I was supposed to try and spend those. I had 2 hours, really. Well, 3 hours. Not even 3 hours. My daughter's game started at 4:30. I got off after 3. So I get off after 3. I come home. I'm trying to cook something because I know if I go to her game, I'm not going to make it home in enough time to cook before it's time for our show. And then I have revival all week for my church. So every day I come home, I have a revival at 7. So like the whole grandma thing where the grandma's chilling and she ain't got nothing to do. I don't have that life. You know what I'm saying? So if I had that life, it would be different. But my life is very, very full and always has been. So I don't know when that time is gonna come. I probably never, because I'm never free.
Speaking into this.
No, like I said, I had my grandson for 2 days. And so, that was cool. But that was because she really needed me. So if you really need me, I got you. But just to be hanging out and doing extra stuff, I don't get much time like that. So that's why. Not just because I don't want to. Well, not because I don't want to. Let's put it that way.
Grandma's selfish for the time. We get it. So what done on you?
It dawned on me that I'm a good fit for the funeral home I work at.
You and these dead people.
Listen, you and these dead people.
You got a knack for just being around the unliving.
No, but here's the thing. So the days go really quickly. Like, I will shout out to Lucas Funeral Home. Shout out to Lucas Funeral Home. It is a funeral home here in Cleveland in Garfield Heights. And I say shout out to them because the owner is very present, and he's there all the time. He's very compassionate, very kind, and he goes out of his way to help people. And because he goes out of his way to help people, he looks for staff members that are going to do the same thing. So I really do work in a family environment where people really look out for each other. And so I haven't had that in any of my jobs. And this is actually probably, like, I'm trying to go through all my jobs, but I think this is the first time I've worked in an all Black establishment.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how sometimes we have a stigma with our people about professionalism, about how they take care of people, and about customer service. And so to work for a funeral home where you need JB.
Hey,
So
it's a lot of.
I know.
Yeah.
It's either gonna be the fan or it's gonna be the motorcycles. I'm receiving it.
I could get a sign. I could put a sign up and say no motorcycles from 7 to 9, but I don't know how much they're gonna listen.
Oh Lord. But yeah. So, just grateful to work for an all Black company. Not that we don't have affiliates that are other, races, but to feel pride when you talk about working for an all Black company that really takes care of people and loves on people in the hardest time of their life. I really am appreciative. So yeah, shout out to Lucas Funeral Home, and I hope to be there for a very long time. So what dawned on me is how appreciative I am for this new experience after coming through a lot of experiences with a lot of different companies that did not appreciate me. I worked long hours. I came in on time. I was never a person who took advantage. I'm not a person who takes extra breaks, who comes in late all the time, who takes off all the time. I'm not that person. And so to work for companies that did not really show appreciation for things, now the person that I am, because no matter what company it was, I was going to do those things. But to work for a company where I feel like I'm appreciated and I'm valued and I'm part of a family, it's invaluable. So, that's what dawned on me.
Yeah, that definitely matters when you're working.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Absolutely.
How long have you been there?
I've only been there a week and 2 days. Let me tell you, it's crazy. I would say working in this industry, you see the best and the worst of people, because you see people at their most vulnerable states. And so you get a glimpse into people's families, and you see, some stuff. I had somebody tell me off today, but I took it on the chin, and I went and got the owner, and I said, okay, I think they want to speak to you. She definitely was salty at me. She was really salty at me, and I didn't do anything, but she was, when people are already upset, when they're grieving, sometimes
somebody got to catch the wrath.
Yeah, and I was the one today. And then you have some people who are understanding of you being new, and you have some people who are like, give me somebody else. I can't deal with a new person. And I won't even say that the issue was me being new today. The lady showed me, because I'm not giving her name or nothing. But the lady showed me two of the same pictures. And I asked her, so one picture was just the plain picture, The other picture was the same picture, but with a background. So if you took a picture of me right now, and one was without the curtain and the other one was with the curtain, okay? Same exact picture. But so I asked her, she said the one without the background is the one that her grandson chose for his father, and the other one with the thing around the picture was chosen by her mother for her son. Her son was the one that passed. And so she said she didn't care. I said, well, which one do you choose? She said, I don't care. I said, oh, okay. She's like, I don't care. He's gone. And I was like, okay, she's upset. She's upset and she just wants the process to be over because she's frustrated. So I let that go. And then I said, well, are they the same picture? Because it looked like, and she was like, yes, they're the same picture, just this difference or whatever. So we come back to it. And she's like, I don't understand why the person put that picture up. And I was like, well, which one are we going with? And so she points, she tells me the one. And I said, okay, so maybe the confusion was that they're the same picture, just one has a background. Because she was trying to figure out why the person who put the picture up to be displayed would choose that one. And I'm like, it's the same picture, just one has a background, and the background isn't showing either way. And she was like, it's not the same picture. I was like, okay.
She wasn't trying to hear that.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? We're gonna take care of you. Let me go get somebody.
She was not
She's
trying
like,
to hear
go
that.
get somebody. Go get somebody, because I ain't about to do this with you. I was like, you got it. At the end of the day, I'm not about to argue with you. I just started here. I don't want nobody fussing at me. I ain't say all that, but that's what I was feeling, And so I went and got him, and he took care of her. Next thing I know, she was crying. She was in the other room. He's like, she was just emotional. She's okay now. I said, okay, you keep taking care of her. Like, I wasn't going back out there. And she's gonna be sorry until this service is over. So I probably ain't the best person to take care of her anyway. I'm gonna grab somebody tomorrow because she been there every day. So
she'll probably apologize tomorrow.
It don't matter. She don't have to. I don't even care. Because
cut her some slack.
Not in a bad way. What I'm saying is, it doesn't bother me. I don't take it personally.
You're not taking it. All right,
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, so whether she does or she doesn't, it's okay. That's what we're there for, unfortunately. But fortunately, to be the person who understands that emotions come with all this, So, yeah. But yeah, all in all, I'm built for it, So it kind of feels good to be like, I can take it. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So.
That was a tough week. That was a tough week when we had to make plans for my mom's funeral.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was a tough week. Just like just the decision making and and colors and because you are in that mode, like, man, it don't even matter because you shook, you stuck, your whole world is in shambles for that moment. You know what I mean? So you're like, I don't care. But luckily,
you would be so
with me having 3 brothers, man, we all have our different day. You know what I'm saying? So if I wasn't feeling it, my other brother could take the reins and so forth and so on.
Yeah.
So
be tough dealing with the loss and dealing with trying to figure out
dealing with the arrangements.
Personality wants, no, I want this, they want that. This, I know this, but this is such that.
That's why I've been so excited to see how many people are scheduling pre-planning. Like we get a lot of people who are calling in like, I want to pre-plan, and I'm like, perfect. Let me get you over to the person, because
are they arranging their own, kind of like setting up their own setup before they pass.
Yeah, so you got some people who are setting up just for themselves, or you got people who are like, my loved one is in hospice. I want to come and take care of this. Hi. My loved one is in hospice, so I want to make sure that it's taken care of, so that when they do, so it's just pre-planning is amazing because it does take, I mean, doing it beforehand is a lot different than doing it while you're, dealing with the situation. So, hi, mommy.
Yeah, I can only imagine how different it would have been if we'd have been talking to my mom, and my mom would have been like, "Yeah, I want you guys to do this and do this."
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely. But
this.
it's so many things. The thing about it is, on one hand, you don't want to do it, but on the other hand, you know that these decisions are going to make a difference to you later. Like, man, I wish I would have. Man, I wish I would, so like, oh, I don't care what color it is. And then you get the color, you're like, she wouldn't like that. You know what I mean? Or you decide about the program and you're like, I don't care about the program. And then you realize, hey, we ain't got nobody to sing. Or dang, we didn't have a scripture. Or dang, so
she would have liked this, or she would have liked this, or she would have really appreciated this, or
absolutely. So
that was one of my things I was telling people, like, make sure you have, as tough as the conversation is going to be, and nobody wants to have that combo. But
oh no,
you gotta. Yeah. I mean, because like we was kind of going in there blind, like, oh damn, what we gonna do? We don't know if she wanted to be cremated, if she wanted not to be cremated, or so we were just going by, what people we was hearing from, what she might have had a conversation with my aunt about this, or she might have had a conversation with either my wife or my brother's wife about this. You know what I mean? So we were just taking everything that that the fam was giving us and put it into what we put it in, wrapped it up in a bow.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's hard. It's not easy.
We had that conversation with my mom a couple weeks ago.
Really?
Something you want to have, but it's something that's important. You already
necessary. Yeah.
That stuff set up, so we really don't have to do much. Coming from dealing with my father, and he didn't have anything. He didn't have a plot, none of that.
Yeah.
So when we had him cremated, a lot of people were upset with that, but it's like we didn't, no true guidance on what to do. We didn't leave no instructions.
Yeah, never left a preference.
Ellington, come here.
Well, he had a plot actually with my mom, and when they divorced again for the second time, she told him that he had to take care of it, and he,
she kicked him out the plot.
I kicked him out the plot.
She kicked him out the plot. You got it.
I need your half on it. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't pay his half on it.
My mama said you look sleepy, Kev.
Who, me? Do I?
Put gas in the car.
Bad mama.
Okay. Look, y'all. Look.
Hey,
y'all see my baby?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what?
What?
My baby will be 17 on Sunday.
What's that?
Nice.
17.
Nice.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Show the people. Show the people that pearly smile.
He ready to drive? He a driver?
She said,
oh, that's cool.
He's just coming from driving. He actually just dropped off his girlfriend. He had to go pick up his sister. They went to her game, and then he dropped his girlfriend off.
You got it too?
Yeah. Okay. Goodbye.
All right. Bye.
Poor young lady. That's a date. You gonna take me to your sister's game?
Oh no, that was
3/4 of a date now.
Oh well, thank you.
Better give me Cheesecake Factory or something.
Oh, okay. So let me tell you. Shut up. Let me tell you. I just told him because we've been trying to figure out what we're doing for his birthday and whatever. So I just let him know today that we are getting tattoos.
No.
You hear that, Mom?
I know my mom's gonna be tripping because I ain't tell her. But we are getting tattoos. He's been asking for a tattoo. He wants to get a tattoo of my name.
Okay.
And
where you getting it?
On his arm, on his forearm.
Is he gonna get mommy, or is he gonna get?
No, he's gonna get my name.
Mother.
No, he's gonna get my name. He's gonna get my name. I'm gonna. He wants to get my name and some kind of musical symbol. And then I'm gonna get his name. And I'm trying to figure out how I want to do it, but I always call him like my belly baby, my tummy baby, because he's the only one I actually, had. So he's going. I'm gonna look at my mama. She's like, no. So I'm gonna get his name.
Tell 'em, Mama,
He's gonna get my name. I'm gonna get his name. That's what we're doing for his birthday.
they hurting their body, Mama. I told
It
you.
had to be something special, and he's been asking for it, and so that's my compromise. It has to be something that won't change, and those things won't change.
You can actually do one of the S's as a music symbol
One of the S's.
in your name. There's only one S.
Oh, you mean as a treble clef? Okay.
Yeah, in your name.
He could, but probably not. I'm thinking. So I have a symbol that I used for my first album, and I think I'm gonna have him use that. But I'm gonna go over it with him and see if he likes it. But I have a symbol that I created for my first album because it was gonna initially be like my autograph. So I'm gonna show it to him and see if he likes it, and then he can use that.
You already the artist formerly known as?
Not apparently. Right?
You already know that formerly known as Sax.
Apparently, but it has my initials. Well, it has my original initials, my AC, because the treble clef looks like an A, and then it goes into a C, which my name used to be Alicia Court. So the C is the bass clef. So yeah, it's a symbol that I created for my name.
Is it close? Tell somebody to get it and show us.
Yeah, I'll have to look for it. It's in my phone somewhere. I'll have to get it and look for it. But it's really cute. I think it would be cute. And then it'll be something different that, when everybody will ask, oh, like this is my mom,
Mm-hmm.
So,
something unique.
Something unique, yeah.
That's sweet.
So yeah.
Yeah, I only got one tattoo.
And what is it?
My name.
Oh, that makes sense. Me too. Only got one too, and it's right here.
JB 2 for 2. That's all. That's it.
2 for 2. I need to give me another one. I only got the one myself.
What you got? 36.
Me?
I feel like you had a whole bunch of tattoos. I'm tripping. Huh?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I only got the one. I just got my Frank Mitty 2 for 2. It's faded too.
Mine's just faded pretty bad too.
It's been about 25 years. I got this in like 01.
Yeah. So it's it hurt. It hurt.
It's been so long, I don't even remember, to tell you the truth.
I had your boy squirming in the chair like.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, that mug is in pain.
I don't know. I don't think you can see it though. Hold on. Wait.
Can't put it in.
Pull it back. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's slick. That look like a J.
So it's the A right there.
Yeah.
And then the C.
Yeah.
But it's also a treble clef and a bass clef with the 2 dots.
Yeah, that's sweet.
So yeah, that's my little symbol. So I'll see if he likes that, and then he can add to the A and put my whole name.
How your name going across? Yeah, that'd be cool.
Have my name going across the line, yeah, because that was supposed to be what it was for. So yeah,
nice.
Yeah, we'll see how he likes it. I just told him about it today, and him and his girlfriend, they were just saying so many things. They were talking about tattoos and piercings, and I said, oh Jesus.
Open up Pandora's box.
Yes, okay. He wanted a nose ring. And I was like, nah, I don't think so.
Her name? What's her name?
No, her name is not going to be next. Neither of them have said anything about that. And I said, listen, don't do anything that can never change. You know what I'm saying? You do not get tattoos that can change.
Why not?
No.
It's forever, and I'm forever.
Whatever.
You know,
Diamonds are forever.
our girl's best friend. He said,
Yeah,
never.
okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Anyway,
Anyway.
tax bracket too.
Yeah. So that is what I'm doing this weekend. I guess we all share what we're doing this weekend. And then so Friday is tattoo day. Saturday he'll be with his dad, and then Sunday he'll come back home. He said we'll probably do dinner. He wants to hang out with the girlfriend. He wants to use my car. I don't know about that yet, but we'll see. So it is now 7:36. What'd you say?
Are you preaching this Sunday?
I am preaching this Sunday. It is Women's Day at my church, and I am preaching both services. So that's something different for me. I have never preached two services. I don't think I've ever done two back-to-back services. So if I totally screw up the first one, I invited Kev to the second one. So if I totally screw up the first one, I could probably fix it by the second one. But it's Women's Day. I'm preaching on perseverance, and yeah.
I have to come to both for you.
You said what now?
It's Women's Day. I might have to come to both services for you.
No, you do not. Because listen, I am so nervous, and then I got so much going on this week. I just I was trying to. I took a break. That's why I didn't make it to her game too, because I'm trying to look through. The ladies wanted me to choose, a woman of the Bible. Like if I was going to choose a woman of the Bible, they wanted me to choose someone that is not usually talked about. So I've been looking through these lists. I have a woman's Bible that I've been looking through, just trying to get some inspiration to see who, and then I want to make sure that I can send it to my pastor so he can, look through it and make sure things are flowing. Because Good Friday when I preach, listen, I had so many brain farts. I just felt so ill prepared, even after telling my whole sermon to both my children, two of my children. And so I was like, Pastor, I need your help. So I have to get it done even sooner because I have to send it to him. So we'll see. But yeah, I preach Sunday at 9 a.m. and at 11:15. So
what lady did you pick?
So what I picked multiple women of the Bible. I chose, instead of using a story of the Bible, I chose to talk about perseverance. And so I am going to choose multiple women to illustrate the point of perseverance.
Gotcha.
I kind of got a few women that I'm thinking about. I'm definitely thinking about the woman with the issue of blood. Have you heard of that story?
Blood.
Yeah, you said blood.
No.
So the woman with the issue of blood, she suffered from a blood disease for over 18 years, where she bled. She bled consistently for 18 years. And one day she heard that Jesus was coming through the city that she was in. And I know you've heard, if I could just touch the hem of his garment.
Touch his garment. And then...
Yeah, so she was the woman who touched the hem of his garment and was made whole. Instantly, the blood, the issue was solved.
Did he say he noticed somebody touched him or something?
Yes, he asked who touched him. And they're like, Master, first of all, we're in a crowd of people. And so could have been anybody. And he's like, no, somebody touched me, because he could feel the essence, go from him as she was being healed. And so she was healed from that moment just by touching the hem of his garment, because she couldn't even touch him. So thinking about somebody going through something that long, could you imagine bleeding for even a day, let alone 18 years? So she is the woman who is sticking out in my head the most. But of course, there are other women in the Bible who, I'm thinking about Hagar. Hagar was the wife of, not the wife. Hagar was the servant of, you heard of Abraham and Sarah? So Abraham and Sarah were really old, and Sarah, they were promised to have a kid. And Sarah thought, well, shoot, I'm too old to have a kid now. So he must have been talking about from somebody else. So she had her husband go sleep with Hagar, and then got mad at the woman because she had the
So,
baby, and then she had her baby, and then she's like, dismiss her, get her out of here. She's talking to me crazy. So Hagar ran away, but the Lord told her to return. So, just dealing, it's a lot of women in the Bible. I think, there are over 300 women in the Bible. And so I think, like any story, there's women everywhere who are doing something and changing lives, and you don't hear their stories. So although I think it's important to know that there are women in the Bible, I also think the message is more so important, that we all have to continue to trust and believe and have perseverance in all the situations that we face, because we're all going to have days where we're facing something that's hard. So, whether it's the biggest thing that we've ever faced, like losing a loved one, or something that, like losing weight, or trying to find a job. The topic that I told Kev I wanted to talk about was initially, because I changed it, but initially I was telling him, I wanted to talk about going to school and the difference between going to school or a trade school, and how so many people have gone to college and gotten those degrees and haven't been able to find work. So, even persevering like that, get into a place where you understand that you can have all your ducks lined in a row, but timing is everything. So sometimes we just gotta push a little farther. And so yeah. So the name of my sermon will be Press in Your Presence. So
press in your presence.
Press in your presence. So it always has a double meaning. I think I know I've talked about it before. It's a song called Press in Your Presence, and it's by Shayna Wilson. And it's the song I've told them about the song before, because it's a song that used to comfort my son when he used to cry. And I have no idea why, but it used to comfort him every time. He used to cry all the time, like cradle cap. So I don't know if he ever really had, what do you call it? Colic. There we go. He used to cry all the time. And the only thing that would stop him from crying was this song. And it was crazy because even if we couldn't play like the actual song, me and his father both sang. So when we were in the house and couldn't get to the CD that was in the car, we would sing the song and it still worked. So, and it's a lady who always requested at church, and it's just saying, if I could just press into your presence and behold the beauty of your face, if I could just press and never leave this place again, if I could just press and leave all my cares behind me, I'll be whole, I'll still believe, and I'll just lay at your feet and I'll just praise at your feet right here in your presence. So just understanding that sometimes you got to persevere, you got to press your way to who God is in the hardest of situations, and even in the easiest. Press your way into his presence so you can thank him, when you've been okay. Thank him when he's made a way. Thank him when he's brought you out of something, and know that he's going to take you through it again. So there go my
amen.
Yeah.
The doors to the church are now open.
Yeah, come on in. And you can send your offering to LECIEW. We take all donations here at this house.
Oh, plastic is available.
Listen, we take Zelle, and no, I'm just playing. You see her talking about she gonna praise dance? She always tells me she's gonna praise dance. Why don't you put what outfit you want to wear for the Lord?
We need a cap emoji for this young lady.
Whatever. Oh, it's 7:45. I've taken up enough time. Let's go into the Donnie Report, please.
You're tuned in to O Comes the Dawn on NorthCoastUnderground.com and Facebook Live. Here's Kev with the Dawning Report. That's your local and global news and your trending topics.
Yeah. Kev, a hater. You're on mute, Kev.
He did that on purpose.
I had the screen small because I had it.
Sure.
Am I good? Am I good? Making sure I ain't got no bats in the cave. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is Kev with the Donna Report. A few short stories of things that's going on across the country and around the world. So let's get off into it. Yeah, she's tripping. First up, it's been a week into the U.S.-Iran ceasefire, which is starting in the second week. But the two sides are talking about coming back to the negotiating table soon to reach a total ceasefire deal, or basically to end the war. President Trump had hinted about the two sides meeting again, saying, quote, something could be happening, end quote, as the two countries are scheduled to meet in Pakistan over the next 2 days to come to the agreement to end the war. The U.S. wants Iran to dismantle their major nuclear enrichment facility, as well as immediately reopening up the Strait of Hormuz, which we all know is the true important piece of these negotiations right here because of the price in gas and goods that went up. Because of the closure of the Strait of Hormuz, goods overall is up 4%, as well as regular gas is up to $4.12 on the national average. I think I paid $3.81 the other day.
It's crazy.
Not I.
Not you? What did you pay?
I don't know because I made Ellington pay for gas.
Oh,
And he just put gas in my car just now.
That is, well, yeah, you want to drive. That comes with the responsibility.
Yeah.
I just still remember when I started, it was 99 cents.
Oh, Lord. Yes, I remember those days.
I remember those days, too. And next up, congratulations. I'm going to give a congratulations out to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2026 inductees. We got a few of them up here. I have Phil Collins, Billy Idol, Iron Maiden, rock group, Rick Rubin, a producer, Ed Sullivan, a television host. Then we have the likes of MC Light, Queen Latifah.
MC Light.
MC
Wait,
Light.
MC Light and Queen Latifah got the same birthday?
No, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I said we want to
give. Definitely didn't hear that part.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2026.
Shut up.
Yeah, Squirrel. She wasn't paying attention. You want me to go back to the list again?
No.
Didn't hear him? Okay. Well, going back.
I was wondering, did you say Elton John?
No, I said Phil Collins, Billy
Phil
Idol.
Collins, same person. No, I'm just playing.
Basically.
Pretty much. Nah. Elton.
What's his name?
Who?
Phil Collins. And he the do.
Tonight.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah.
They're not the same person because Elton John is of
happy.
the LGBTQA plus.
Yeah.
He's happy.
I said
Super happy.
But Phil Collins was in another group, Exodus or something like that.
Genesis.
Oh.
So yeah.
Genesis. Yeah. That's a little bit before your time.
Yeah. Well, no, she's old enough to have known.
Whatever.
You think?
Yeah. She was born in the early 80s.
I can hear it. Early 80s.
See?
You said early? Yeah.
Mid 80s.
I can hear it calling.
See, I
love that song.
It's a good song.
It's MC Light, Queen Latifah, Wu-Tang Clan,
Wu-Tang Forever,
Luther Vandross, and Sade. Yeah.
What's your favorite?
Sade. Yeah.
Hey.
Come on. Yeah.
All the same songs. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. What's the other one?
Sade, my girl.
What's the other one?
There must have been an angel by my side.
Sweetest taboo.
Sweetest taboo.
What's it? What'd you say?
There must be an angel by my
Cherish,
side. That's what you
cherish the night.
Cherish the day. It's not cherish the
Yeah.
night. We'll
Cherish
go
the day.
stray.
Cherish the
Cherish-
night.
Cherish
Walk
something.
and pray.
That's some
Yeah.
good songs. Good songs.
Yeah, congratulations to the inductees.
Won't catch me running. I'm sorry.
I understand. I gotta look up the list. But my understanding, New Edition didn't make it. I guess they were up for,
Yeah, that'll be next ballot.
but they didn't make it. They got I guess they received a fan vote, but I guess they didn't receive all the different
That's
votes.
crazy.
With that is crazy, considering they started in the late 78. You know, and they
That's
still
crazy.
and going at it now. It's,
That's
As a-
crazy.
as a group,
They
they
still-
broke barriers. As single entities, they broke barriers. So it's crazy to think how they didn't even.
These are inductees.
Yeah, these are the ones who got it.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it was by vote. You
Part
know,
of-
they didn't.
It was part
They
of the
didn't get voted.
but,
They didn't get voted. They didn't get enough votes to get voted in.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
well, they received the fan votes, but I guess they needed like 3 more different type of votes, like experts and some other producers and stuff like that. So I don't know how. I was just kind of hearing about how it kind of works. How it truly works is not for sure. But moving along.
Electoral vote for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, they actually. I wonder if you think. Do you think y'all think it should change the name, considering they consider all genres of music, not just rock and roll?
Yep, I think it should
Yeah.
be called the Music Hall of Fame.
I don't think it should have ever been called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with all the different genres in there. What's the point?
I think in the first sense they were just trying to honor the ones who started the genre of rock and roll and not really consider all genre. Because how long?
Okay.
I want to see how long rock and roll been along. Because hip hop is only 52 years old now or something like that. 51, 52.
Yeah, 52.
So
Yeah, but at the end of the day, once it changed and you wanted to induct more people, you should have changed the name because now it's stupid.
yeah. Because now you
I understand.
got pop. Because what would Michael Jackson would have been? He wouldn't have been considered.
He ain't rock and roll.
Prince and pop. What was Prince? Who would you consider Prince? Or would you consider him pop also or R&B?
I don't know. Probably pop.
So yeah, that's a
I don't even know if would you
Okay.
consider him pop
conversation.
or
Okay.
punk?
You can't put Prince in no box. I don't think because Prince he what doesn't make him rock and roll? He was with a band. He plays guitar. You know what I'm saying? That
Days with his cheeks out.
that too. You know what I mean? So it's like every element of rock and roll is in Prince music just because it's super funky.
That
I
too.
mean,
That's what I said. Funk.
yeah. So I don't really think you can put
Well,
Prince in
no.
a genre.
No. Because if those are the qualifications, that's every genre.
No, but I'm
Because
saying
every
like,
genre
Because
every
rap
genre-
is not holding an instrument.
No.
Now a lot of the alternative rock may be, but it's even some of the pop people are not. Britney Spears and Christina. They're
oh,
not
yeah,
holding-
a lot of R&B singers don't hold instruments.
So
Yes,
a lot of country,
okay, but
a lot of country
every
singers
band-
don't hold.
everyone has a band, and every band has a guitar. Every band has a.
but that goes to say for Prince
That's
and the
like saying. That's
No.
like saying Mint Condition is rock and roll. No.
but it's not Jay-Z and the Roots like it's Prince and the Revolution. It's just Jay-Z.
Man,
Yes,
and
but
they
what I'm
still a
saying is
band.
it's the style of music. It's not what they have. It's the style of music, and he does not do. He would not be to me, because I don't have. I will say this disclaimer. I do not have the definition of what makes somebody rock and roll.
Yeah, but that's what. Yeah, that's
I'm
why-
sure he has elements of what rock and roll is, but I would never
Mhm.
consider Prince rock and roll. I
I
would
was-
say he has some songs like it, but
Yeah, I mean, because I would consider "Let's Go Crazy" a rock and roll song.
let's go great. Yes, but I don't think you can. It's always been a problem trying to figure out what genre Prince is considered anyway. So I can agree with you about that.
Right. Yeah,
he falls into a lot of different categories depending on the song. And that's why a lot of artists have issues with people trying to put them in a genre in the first place, because most of us, let's say us, because although I sing a lot of gospel music, when I went to do my songs have elements of jazz. They have elements of big band. Well, that's big band jazz, but they also, like, my friend does urban gospel, but she also does big band and classical, and, like, so I don't know, but I wouldn't consider necessarily. I don't know.
But moving on, today is April the 14th. If you have a birthday today, if you have a birthday this week, happy birthday, especially if you have it today. If you have it today, you share with the likes of JB. You know who Amy Dubois is. She is 51.
Amy Dubois.
You know who that
Show
is?
me the picture.
JB, I was asking JB. See?
That's not the point. Show me the picture.
Okay, I gotta find the picture.
But yes, I do know who Amy.
Who is Amy Dubois? I know that name. Do I?
It's Dumas. Dubois. I think it's Dubois.
Forget it. I'll look it up myself. Stupid.
Why can't be a stupid head?
That is not Dubois.
Dumas. Not bad.
Oh, she's
Dumas.
pretty.
But she's a wrestler. That's Lita. That's why I watched JB.
Why can't I know who a wrestler is?
You watch wrestling?
Did you discriminate?
Do you know who Lita is then?
No.
Do you know who Anderson?
But I used to watch wrestling. So for you to make that snap judgment was incorrect. I used to watch wrestling.
I didn't mean to discriminate against you. You are
Thank
so cool.
you.
Now, do you know who the actor Antoine Tanner is? He's 51.
Show me him.
Nah.
Show me him. Of course I know who that is. That's big as shit.
I had to see the picture. Country singer Loretta Lynn was born on this day in 1932. Pete Rose, my bad, y'all. Pete Rose was born on this day in 1941. Anthony Michael Hall is 50
Keep
today.
going up.
You know who Anthony Michael Hall is?
Let me see him.
Do you know? Have you ever watched National Lampoon's Vacation?
I know who Pete Rose is.
Rusty, you know who Pete Rose? I said, yeah, he was born on this day in 1941.
Yeah.
You know who he is? Jalen Williams.
A basketball player.
He's a basketball player.
Yes, a basketball player. Is that his name?
Base.
Huh?
They're doing a lot.
That's
Yeah,
his name.
that's his hair.
He played for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would have never known that.
You know who Anthony Michael Hall is? You still didn't answer.
Man, put him up there. Let me see. He's a movie actor.
Yeah, from Weird
No.
Science. You don't remember you ever saw Weird Science?
I never. Oh, you know what? I turned it on and I didn't watch it.
Johnny Be Good. He was Rusty from the first National Lampoon's Vacation too. So that's why I said you gotta
Never
He was-
watched it.
go.
He was on the Jamie Foxx show for a little while too.
Yeah, towards the end, he was the agent. Yep, he was a little agent or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, funny.
He's 58 today. NFL quarterback Baker Mayfield is 31. Actor Brad Garrett is 66. I know you.
Oh, I love him. Everybody loves Raven.
Yeah. The BRAT, she is 52 today.
Is she?
Yes, she is.
The BRAT.
Actor Adrian Brody is 53, and actress Sarah Michelle Gellar is 49.
Okay.
Look at her nose.
Sarah Michelle, that nose. Her nose is signature, like what's that dude from Wedding Crashers? What's his name? Owen.
Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Wedding Crashers.
Them noses, man.
National holiday today. Let's see if I can find it. It's America's Day. It's International Be Kind to Lawyers Day. It is National Donate a Book Day. Yeah, National Ex-Spouse Day. And
Woohoo!
for those who love nuts,
That's a special day.
National Pecan. It's a pecan or pecan day.
Pecan.
Pecan.
Spell con.
Perfume day.
Spell con.
C-A-N.
Yeah.
C-O-N.
It's also Reach as High as You Can Day. And that is it. And that is done.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. All right. At this time, thank you, Kevin, for the Donnie report. At this time, we are going to go into our topic. Today's topic is a little heavy, so I'm glad we had a chance to laugh. We still may laugh within this topic because I know us. But today's topic is the other side of addiction. And the reason why I chose this, because usually I choose the topics. I ask Kevin every single week, and he says, I got nothing. So the reason why I chose this is because I have dealt with people who have had addictions in one way or another. And I always know that there is there are, classes, well, not classes, but meetings for them. I know that there is support for them. And sometimes I think that the people who deal with them don't actually go and get the help that they need. And I just thought about the fact that sometimes people have to adjust to when they are dealing with the addiction versus when they're trying to let it go. And just wanted to kind of talk about if we have had any kind of experience with that, or we know people who have had experience with dealing with being the person on the other side of addiction. Like, what is it like to be that person who's watching the ups and downs, that person who has to deal with when you're good and when you're not, and the person who has to say, I'm gonna stick by you, whether you are having a good day or having a bad day, and the toll that it takes on the other person. So I don't know if you guys wanted to start, if you have any thoughts about that first and foremost. But yeah, so that is our topic today, the other side of addiction.
Deep.
I told him to tell you, JB, so you weren't just learning about the topic today.
No, he told me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he definitely told me.
He was on here last night, I told him.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Indeed.
So when I chose the topic, what is y'all, what were your first thoughts about, talking about it?
Well, I mean, the other side of addiction, whereas you have to, I ain't gonna use the word put up, but like, go through the ups and downs, like you said, of the person that's going through these trials and tribulations, these diseases they call it, and it can be tough, man. I mean, and it kind of depends on your position that you play in the addiction. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people that there and don't really know it, and so it's probably best to find out your role that you play in addiction. But from a personal standpoint, I've had a couple, incidents with, I would say, family members that had their struggles. But, I was basically of the type that I'm not going to try to change my stance with you, unless I have to, you know what I mean? Like if you stealing stuff from me, then obviously I gotta, keep you at a distance, you know what I mean? But it's tough to know when lend your hand, lend that olive branch for support, and when to pull it back.
And when
You
to
know what I
walk
mean?
away. Mm-hmm.
Man, so it's a deep situation.
Yeah, it's tricky for me also because of, when it comes to that, like you just said, it comes to trust because of their addiction. That's the hardest part is the trust. Because once that
Mm-hmm.
trust is going, and even being around them, you have to watch them, and it's like, why am I have to be on guard around a family because either what they're trying to feed or because of what they become because of it,
Mm-hmm.
in that moment if they're inebriated or whatever the case may be. So that's why for me it's depending on the individual, do what I can to try and help, but try and keep them at a distance. Only because I have to excuse me, I have to see you want to get better. You just telling me, life experience, and that's the greatest teacher is life. And we all probably done been through with trying to help somebody, but getting through because they don't want help themselves. So we're just basically spinning our wheels. We're just busting our fists against the stone wall. So it's tricky because at the same time you do want to give out that olive branch. Like, you need help. I need to figure this out, but at the same time you just don't want to waste your resources because they don't have a true understanding and not what's being given to them.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't understand the damage that they're causing the people at that point too, because of their disease. And different types of addiction brings out different types of responses and different types of coping mechanisms. So that plays a big part too, because you have your drugs and alcohol, and you have your your emotional and unemotional addictions with people that like to play them emotional yo-yo roller coaster type people. That's a supportive part of addiction too. So the typical type of addiction that you have also plays a huge role on how people handle you, and how they want to deal with you or not deal with you.
Absolutely. I I know the ones that come to mind when you say addiction are usually, drugs and alcohol, which, I've had to deal with both scenarios in a lot of different areas. Um being the the partner of somebody or being the child of somebody who uses, when you have to be in the same household, you become the person who is, you got to find the balance between understanding and reality. So I found it hard to be like, I'm not a person in any situation that likes to police other adults. And so I've always found it hard with addiction because people lie, and I don't do well with the lies. I would rather you tell me I'm having a bad day and this is what's going on than to hide it and then I find out, or to make me feel like on one hand that you need my help, but when I police you of sorts and ask you what's going on, now you're lying and acting like it didn't happen. And so that's the hard part of addiction to me, is that a lot of times when you're the person who is sober of sorts, then you're the person who has to, like, while they're in delusion, you in real life, and you like, wait, I'm okay, and I'm here, and I see what you're doing. And so, like, even like I watch, I don't know why they do this. I don't know if they're trying to be funny or they're trying to encourage, but if when you go to the gym, do they play my 600-pound life when y'all go to the gym?
No, I don't.
So ESPN or something like that.
Every time I go to Planet Fitness, my 600-pound life is on. Okay, so every time I go to the gym, so my 600-pound life is on, and I'm watching my 600-pound life, and I'm watching a person, of course, but I'm also looking at all the people that help them, who help them be fat, and it's like on one hand, I feel for this person because now you have to do everything that person can't do. You have to go and pay the bills. You have to go make sure there's food. You have to make sure that they have all of their hygiene products, everything they need because they can't get out the bed. So you become the person who's living their life, and now you don't have a life because you have to live life for them. So on one hand, I'm sad for the person, but then on the other hand, I'm pissed off at the person because they're enabling them. They're the ones who bringing them, who cooked all the food. They're the person who bought all the food. They're the person who brought all the supplies to them. I've seen people cook in their beds. And so I listen.
Hey,
I've literally seen them
on the nightstand,
on their lap.
Man.
Like I've literally seen it. And it's like, on one hand, I'm like, dude, this person can't, at a certain point, when this person couldn't move anymore, it became your fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, it became your fault that they could continue to live this life.
Yeah.
What they gonna do to you? You know what I'm saying? What they gonna do? They not gonna chase you.
Can't chase you.
It feels inappropriate to say, but it's so true. They can't chase you. They really can't do anything. But it becomes a mind game, and it becomes this mind game where you let somebody control you who really doesn't have control.
Well, and they kind of feel that I would assume they kind of think or feel that they help it. You know what I'm saying? Like they being there for the person.
Enablers do feel that way. That's the problem. Most of the people who enable, all the people that enable, they're enabling because they call themselves helping. And it's like, and I have been, and shoot, I probably will be because of the heart that I have, been in that position so many times where I'm like, well, maybe they just need somebody to listen, or maybe they just need somebody to care. Maybe they just needed somebody to go that extra mile with them. Maybe they just needed, somebody to stand strong with them and to not leave them. Because a lot of times you also get the people who are like, everybody left me, because that's what addiction does. It separates you from people, and it separates you from a lot of things you used to like and all of this stuff. So then you become an enabler because you don't want to leave that person alone. You want to be that person who actually cared, that person who's actually checking on you and all that stuff. And then you end up being the punching bag. You be
the reason. You be the scapegoat for everything. Everything becomes your fault.
Everything becomes your fault. Everything becomes, I'm doing, not necessarily when it's food addiction, but with alcoholism, with drugs, I'm like this because of you. You know what I mean? I got here because of you. I experienced this because of you. If you hadn't stressed me out, I would have had a drink. If you had a loved me a little bit more, then please, sexual addiction. If you just would have showed me the attention, I wouldn't have stepped out on you. If you would have if you would have, proceeded the way I wanted you to produce, then I wouldn't have stepped out on you. It's so many reasons. And it's like being on the other side of it, it's like, it ain't even our fault.
I think that was pretty valid though.
What?
No,
you didn't.
I think that last reason is pretty valid.
You ain't give me what I want, so I stepped out on you.
Hey, if your job is to keep me.
Saying I need it.
I can't stand neither one of y'all.
I'm just saying, man.
No, because I have seen some like not I have not experienced, let me say this. I have heard stories. Let me disclaimer, okay? Let me put that one in there, okay? Let me tell you. I have not experienced. I have heard stories of women who have done all kinds of things and the man was still, because it was an addiction. It was something that he, it ain't nothing she could have done that was going to really satisfy that appetite, because the appetite is not about that. It's about the amount of people.
Yeah.
She could have dropped down and got her eagle on, and it wouldn't have mattered, because at the end of the day, it was about the amount of people, not about it's plenty of people who have all these fantasies, and then it goes different extremes and all that stuff. An addiction is addiction. No matter what. It's like, in alcohol, in drugs, in food, it just adds up. You just keep going.
Well, you got, substance and behavior, you got gambling, you're the same.
Absolutely.
Some people can be addicted to exercising.
Yeah. I ain't got that one yet. I can be addicted to losing weight. I ain't got that one yet,
Yeah, well, because I'm just looking at different ones, because it has gambling, internet video game addiction, shopping, spending, sex, pornography, food addiction,
absolutely
addiction, love and relationship addiction, under behavioral. Then, of course, you got the substance was alcohol, nicotine, cannabis, stimulants, hallucinogens, inhalants, stuff like that.
So what do y'all think is the most destructive behavioral?
I don't think it's no most. I think they could all be just as destructive.
Outside of, I guess, drugs and gambling, because gambling can be
drugs, gambling, food, sex, all that stuff can kill you.
If you're addicted to working out, I don't see that hurting.
Yeah, because what happens is, there is a such thing as what?
You might annoy people. You might get on people's nerves.
Exercise addiction, they say excessive exercise to a point of injury. So you do it so much that you hurt
yourself. Well, that's different. But you ain't causing no pain to nobody else. You know what I'm saying? No destruction to nobody else, unless
but most of it is. No, not most of it, but it's not. You didn't say cause the most to yourself. I mean, yeah, to anybody else. You just said cause the most damage.
Yeah,
and all of it can cause the most could cause damage to yourself.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure. Really.
I don't know why. I don't know how Kevin came. Now, pause. I'm pausing the subject real quick. I don't know how Kevin came to your house to fix your audio, but every time we talk, I can still hear you, but can't hear Kevin. Whether I'm talking, whether you're talking. I don't know what it is about Kevin's audio. Every time he talks and we're talking, we can't hear him.
Yeah.
But we can hear each other, right?
Exactly. And we can still talk. But I told him that yesterday. Like, when I'm talking, I can't hear you.
Yeah. So I don't understand. Well, but he came to fix yours. He called you Buzz Lightyear.
I'm grade A.
Listen, there was no problem until I fixed his. So let me read it.
No. The problem was already the same.
Huh?
Cause see, I don't even know what you said. The problem was always that I just forget, because I'll be trying to wait until after, but yeah, that's always a problem. That's why I said let's pause real quick so I could say it, because I wasn't gonna remember. No, he didn't disappear. But yeah, your audio goes out when we're talking. If we're talking, you can't over talk us because we can't hear you. I don't know what that's about.
So it's always been like that. Yeah, just not.
Yeah.
No, I told you yesterday.
Saying we didn't hear you. We keep telling you that every time you talk. I'm just specifically pointing out But we keep telling you, we can't hear you when you're talking. Some people.
I gotta figure something out. I gotta get rid of my sound card. Yeah.
We've been saying that just like them little raggedy beats that you got, and you
These
wouldn't. I
are
said that you wouldn't get rid of. Think about how long you kept them beats.
JB. Oh, you talking about JB?
No, I'm talking about you.
Talking about that. I told you those beats.
No.
No.
Now, what kind of headphones do you have now?
Don't make me put them on.
What headphones do you have on now?
Don't make me task cam.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Make me put them
You
on.
should have had them a long time ago, buddy.
Yeah.
What's the kind you got? What kind you got?
I don't know. I have my sons. I don't even know what they are. I don't even know.
Shiny.
Yeah. But working. Haters.
No hating here.
Shiny.
I'm just saying
you hating.
it didn't have a logo. It don't have a logo, so it's just shiny.
What are those?
That's all. It's just shiny. Oh, okay. One audio. Yeah, them look expensive.
Hater. He gonna say shiny.
What
I
are
ain't knocking
those?
you. Mine's is held together by tape right now. I can't knock. I ain't knocking nobody.
Yeah, okay. Shiny. Okay, so back into it. Okay. So yeah. Any personal experience that you guys have had where you had to deal with it for a long period of time?
Not a long period of time. Like I said, I had a cousin, or got a cousin, that was struggling with drugs for a tough period,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been a long battle for him, but he's had his qualms with a lot of different individuals in the family, and different times calls for different measures, and this person won't mess with him no more, and this person will. You know how it is. It's like, yeah, I don't talk to him no more because he took this or sold that. But I always kind of try to play the I'm still your cousin. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? I understand what you're going through type stuff. You need to understand why people is treating you and acting the way they acting towards you. I mean, I'm sure you get it. So that's my angle. I always came from, like, being real with them, but not being disrespectful, not degrading them, not shitting on them, for lack of better words. But that's been my only encounter that I had. I don't really think I had too many friends on a on a super connective level that had addictions. I mean, if they did, it was kept under wraps, pretty tough.
Super.
Yeah. But that's about my extent with addiction. Plus my own battle, my own addictions with video games and marijuana and hamburgers.
You got addiction to hamburgers? Me too, then.
So addicted to hamburgers. That's what's keeping me from being a vegetarian. I can't stop eating hamburgers.
Oh, I love hamburgers. All of them.
All of them. Yeah.
Maybe I have an addiction too.
I'm like Blimpy from Popeye.
Oh. You got an addiction to hamburgers?
I will gladly pay you Tuesday. If I'm asking you for burgers on credit, I'm addicted to hamburgers.
Oh.
I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a burger today.
That is funny.
But no, I can't really speak on anything direct, but from my understanding, my father gambling was one of the things when it came to my parents getting the first time. So, my understanding is that a lot of time when my mom would want to pay the bills, she would of course ask him because we didn't want her working then at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he wouldn't have it. And basically he'd be mad at her and kind of would take it out on her. So as far as me personally, no, but I have heard some stories about what, an addiction can do when it comes to, the people around you also, and lashing out, being upset, you're supposed to be the provider, and here she's just trying to take care of the household and you get upset with her, all because of you couldn't not say no and not go gambling or go place a bet or go, do whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
So, but me personally, I can't really say if I can't, can't say really speak to nothing directly close to me like that. I have some family members, but none of my family members like that are really close, out of state. So I haven't heard stories, but
Yeah.
nothing directly on my front porch like that.
Well, I've had it on my front porch, right at my doorstep in my house. I've dealt with a relationship that has had that, and it's alcoholism. And so here's the thing with alcoholism. What I find is that a lot of times people don't know when they are alcoholics, because a lot of people don't classify themselves as alcoholics, and for many reasons. And I think sometimes it has something to do with that the obviously the environment they grow up in, where if that was a regular in your household, then you're not thinking about it being too much. Or if every gathering you had, that was the thing, because BYOB, so
Turn
a
up
lot of,
time.
yeah. And so, like, and then it's almost a, no, not almost, it's a rite of passage for people when they turn 21. Let me get my first drink, and so people are waiting to have moment. They're waiting to be able to experience it. I even talk to my kids, and my kids are like, they don't want to be alcoholics. Who wants to be, but they want to experience what it's like to be drunk. And so I think we've all kind of, without saying it, you kind of test your limits. But when it becomes something that you have to do, and you can't necessarily control it, like it's an everyday thing, it's an all day thing, it's a all the time thing, you can't go without it, that's when it becomes an addiction. And I really think, for a lot of people, they don't even realize that they are alcoholics.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even realize they can't go without it. They don't even try to go without it. And so because so I guess I would call myself a social drinker. Um, I can't really say that now because I don't drink at all at this point. Um, I used to like have a drink if I would go out with my friends or whatever. But then it started hurting my belly, start giving me effects. And here's the thing, I just was talking about preaching and stuff like that. So that messes with my witness, and so I feel like the Lord took the taste out of my mouth, and was like, that's not for you.
Maybe you needed some wafers, communion. But go ahead.
You stupid. What? But like I don't so because, and then my mom didn't drink. It was just me and my mom when I grew up. So I wasn't used to that. And I mean, got family that drink and all that stuff. It was part of all the parties. It was part of all that stuff. But they didn't invite my mama because my mama don't do all that. So I was never really around that for real, like all the time, to know that that's something that people do all the time. I thought it was a party thing. I thought it was something that And then I mean, I guess I know that people drink on a regular. You know, people drink for relaxation. People, I need a glass of wine to wind down, and you know, I know that it is a part of life. But here's the thing: I wasn't used to it. So, and then there is drinking to wind down, and then there's drinking to get drunk. And if you are drinking to get drunk every time, then I feel like, well, for one, you're an alcoholic. For two, um,
That's my diagnosis.
yeah, that's it. You're drinking to get drunk all the time. You're an alcoholic. But two, if it takes you away from regular life all the time, you know, I for a long time, he would fall asleep, and he would be asleep the rest of the night. And it's like 8 o'clock, and I lost you for the rest of the night. You know, or you know, in moments where it's like you could have just had one, and you drank the hardest of them, and now you acting a little weird, and now jokes that ain't funny because you drunk, but I'm sober. So I'm hearing this. I'm hearing how you're talking to me, and you're thinking it's funny, and it's not funny to me. You know, and it's different to be sober with somebody who is not.
Oh, it's awful.
It's a horrible experience.
So,
It's a horrible experience because people who are intoxicated talk different. And they're on a whole different plane, a whole nother world. And you're like, was that supposed to be funny? You feel like a buzzkill. You feel like in what world would that be funny? Would you talking to me like that be okay? And you know, having the experience. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm grateful that he came to a place where he wanted to stop, you know, and on his own, and was working on it. But it was the moments of back and forth, and the moments of you hit it, and now I see it in your personality because I know what you act like when you're that way. So now you want to act like you didn't, but I see it. And now you want to act like I'm stupid. So now we're arguing because you say you didn't. I say you did, and I can smell it or I can tell. And now I have to battle with, well, maybe I'm tripping. Or maybe I'm putting you in a place where you feel like I'm not trusting you and you're trying. Now I'm trying to figure out am am I overthinking it? Am I being mean? Am I trying to impose my thoughts on you? And then you be lying. You know what I'm saying? So like just thinking about the fact of when you deal with that on a regular basis, it takes a toll. It takes a toll on you as the person who has to deal with it, who has to still be the cheerleader and say you can do it. And so I'm saying you can do it when you ain't proved nothing. You know what I'm saying? Or you've had your moments, but then I'm like, okay, I'm proud of you, but you got to keep going. We can't have a drink to congratulate you for not having a drink. You know what I'm saying? So like and then like that's not, so you know, I've had other family members, and you know, we talked about my experience with my dad. Me and my dad are amazing. But he's told his story, I told his story, and you know, just a lot of addiction in my life. And you know, sometimes also as the person who is on the other side of it, you wonder, are they connected? Because that's what I started to wonder. Am I
The reason.
yeah, and no, not the reason for it, but am I attracted to it because I've seen it so much?
Oh, or if
So
you're
now,
drawn to
yeah,
that.
am I drawn to trying to heal? Am I drawn to being an enabler? Am I also think, by me being a minister, does that part of compassion always want to just be there for people? You know what I'm saying? Like what part of me I want to make sure I ain't messed up, the other side of it is like, am I trying to be there for you because I'm an understanding person or because I'm broken? You know what I mean? Like, and I know other people think that. Am I in a place where I need something more, or I need to recognize something? Do I need counseling for this? Because if I can deal with you and I deal with other people who are having the same issue, am I the issue? Am I part of the issue?
Yeah, a common denominator in this is me.
Yeah. And like I said, I know that the situations are not me.
Right.
I know that I'm not leading these people to that, but am I drawn to it because something is I need to deal with something?
Yeah, because you're sick in the head. Because you got some stuff going on.
Like if I hadn't experienced it, like you go through two things. If I hadn't experienced this, would I be someone who wouldn't put up with any of it? Or was I meant to go through this so I could be somebody who helped somebody who's going through it? So, it, I don't know. But I do know that it hurts. It hurts to be blamed. It hurts to be talked to all kinds of crazy. Because again, like I watch my 600-pound life and they be rude to them people. They be rude to the very person who's doing all their errands, who's doing all their cooking, who's doing all the stuff for them, who's lifting them out of bed, who's washing them, who is making sure that they still have lights and gas because they can't work. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be I want to be the person who helps people, but I don't want to be the person who does not kick somebody in the butt and says, you got to fix this. I want to be part of the solution, like I just know I don't want to be
People naturally are mean or meaner to the people that care about them the most anyway. You know what I mean?
Listen, I literally think that.
Yeah,
I literally told him, I said, I don't get it. I said, you can laugh and be this magical person and happy-go-lucky. And I said, and the people who care about you most, you dog. I don't understand. That makes no sense.
It makes a little bit of sense because it's like
because you feel like they can take it and they ain't gonna go nowhere.
And they ain't going nowhere.
That's crazy.
But it's a lot of truth in that too, because 9 times out of 10 you don't go nowhere. You know what I mean? You play your position. You know what I'm saying? So it's a tough chuck it, but it's a tough place to be in, man, because like you said, you think your heart is in the best place when you're doing this stuff. But
I was there's a clip that I always like to look at, and it's of Nikki Giovanni talking to what's his name? James Baldwin. Yes. It's Nikki Giovanni talking to James Baldwin. And she said, and she told him, lie to me. She said, lie to me. And he said, why would I lie to you? She said, well, I'll tell you this. She said, when you go and talk to those white men, you smile in their face. when you go into those offices and you speak to people that you don't know and you talk to strangers, you're real happy. And when you come home to me, you're rude. You talk down to me, you're inconsiderate. She said, I want you to lie to me like you lie to them. So I want some. I often think about that when I think about relationships. I don't want you to give me the worst of you because you think I'm not going anywhere. I want you to always think about giving me the best of you and give those other people the honesty. Give them the honesty. If you are frustrated at what that person did to you, you take it out on that person. You don't come home and take it out on me, the person who wants to love you, who is there for you, who is supporting you, who you're supposed to be the best for. I don't want to be in a relationship where we get to a place where you're so comfortable with me that you can mistreat me. I want you to always think of me as the prize. And in so many instances, when people deal with their loved ones, they give their loved ones the worst of them. That's not fair.
No, but some people accept the position of the doormat.
Yeah.
Some people accept the position of the punching bag because they take it as just like, okay, if I'm not here for that, because it's an acceptance thing.
It is
for some people. You know what I mean? Because somebody's like, well, if I'm not here for this part of this person, for this person, will this person still need me around? Will this person still care about me? Will this person still
absolutely
not necessarily appreciate
me, respect me, need me? Will this person still keep me on board? All that stuff. Look at Kev, quick draw. Look at him pulling it up. Let's listen.
If I love you, I can't lie to you.
Of course you can lie to me. And you will. If you love me and you're going off with Maddie someplace, you're lying to me. Because what the hell do I care about the truth? I care if you're there. But Billie Holiday say, hush now, don't explain.
All right, I accept that.
Of course you'll lie to me. Because I don't even want to care. What does the truth matter? And why are you going to be truthful with me when you lie to everybody else? You lied when you smiled at that cracker down the job, right? Lie to me, smile. Treat me the same way you would treat him.
I can't treat you the way I treat him.
You must. Because I've caught the frowns and the anger. He's happy with you. Of course he doesn't know you're unhappy. You grin at him all day long. You come home and I catch hell because I love you. I get least of you. I get the very minimum. And I'm saying, fake it with me. Is that too much of the black woman to ask of the black man? For 10 years so that we can get a child on his feet that says, yeah, father smiled at mother. He talked to me about school today. Who cares that you can read or can't read? Most Americans can't read. Most people can't read.
One of my favorite. But that's life. You know what I mean? That's what we are constantly battling with. I want to be able to come home and let my hair down with the person who understands me and knows me best. But I don't want to come home and feel like the person who is supposed to love me and protect me and honor me is going to beat up on me because of all of the things that they didn't say to other people. That's not fair. I don't care how comfortable you want to be. Don't get so comfortable that you don't ever think that person is going to go somewhere. Because that's where that R. Kelly song, When a Woman's Fed Up, came from. She got to a place where she was tired. She was tired of being the doormat.
Don't gotta be a woman.
It don't have to be a woman. No, you proved that, brother. Then it's too late to talk about it. But yeah, we get to a place. I don't understand people. When I can have the worst day ever, but when I come home, I may cry. I may want to lay around a little bit, but I don't want to give you my worst. I want to be able to be vulnerable, but I don't want to give you my worst. I don't want to be mean to you when you ain't did nothing. Mm-hmm. No. Give people what they deserve.
Yep. I I know
I'd rather
that.
you give me what I deserve than give me worse.
Yeah.
That's what she was saying.
Yeah.
So lie to me. Why come home mad and angry? Then I become your punching bag, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You know, after
Yeah.
you feed the world, I want you to be able to come home and unwind. So if lying to me is to help you unwind to where you don't have to, come at me, then so be it. I'm willing to take that, but this is your place of refuge. Whatever you have to do, come home and relax and unwind. Whether it's lying to
Well,
me,
I get that part.
well, it's just whether lying to me or not. That's what she's kind of saying.
No, she not.
You don't think she's saying that?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think she
I
said.
think
I
she
think
was.
she's.
I think she was saying something along them lines too.
Lines of it, basically.
No, I don't think she was saying that. I think she was saying, I don't care what you dealt with in the world. I didn't deserve for you to come home and mistreat me.
This is your place of refuge. Yeah, that too.
But
Yeah.
not even
I
your
don't-
place of refuge. At the end of the day, because that's how he's seeing it. He's seeing it as his place of refuge. I can let my hair down. I can be exactly who I need to be, and I can take out the world on you. She's saying, don't do that. Don't. I want you to fake it with them, fake it with me, and treat me right. I don't care if you're upset. No, she's not saying she's a place of refuge, because that means he could say whatever and do whatever. She's saying fake it. Act like everything is fine with me, just like you act like everything is fine with them. Yeah. She's not telling him to let his hair down. She's telling him, don't let your hair down, because him letting his hair down had him being crazy, had him coming home. She like, don't come home fighting me. Got me dodging. Got me dodging your frustration. No.
Or that's just how she took it.
No, that's not how she took it. That's how it was, because that is what people do to you. But I'm not saying it's intentional.
Sometimes people just getting stuff off their chest, and they just in the act of getting it out my chest, my tone is changing because I'm kind of reliving it. It's not directed towards you though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have those type of situations where people, it's not really directed to you, but you can't get over that tone, how it's coming, that way that it's getting delivered. So you taking it as personal. So
And
you got those type of situations where I'm just coming in, baby. I'm just coming in and just telling you about my day. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand it might get a little left field. It might go a little haywire sometimes. I might get a little passionate about it. But, I'm basically just unloading, But
I think, so, although that part I can understand, because I can use my scenario as, as where it sounds like she's coming from, because she didn't sound like he was just telling her about his day. It sounds like he was taking out the frustration of the day. Now there is a difference. There's a difference in me sitting here and receiving what you went through versus you mistreating me because of what you went through. There's a difference.
Yeah. True.
And that's what she sounded like she was going through. He was mistreating her. He was mistreating her because of what he went through. Because it's one thing. Okay, so it's especially because a lot of men don't like to talk. So a lot of men don't like to talk about what's going on in their day. A lot of men like to come home and they like to unload and be mean. But and I can say women too, because it's women too who I saw this. Oh, perfect example. I saw this clip of a mother who's so the kid was like trying to, what was the kid was didn't want to eat his food. Kid didn't want to eat his food and was like really upset and kind of threw a temper tantrum. And so the mother was like, it's okay. It's okay. The other mother was like, you're not gonna handle that. And she's like, it's okay. He didn't want it. But then later the kid comes to try to show the mother a picture. And because the mother didn't release that frustration before, now she's dismissing the kid. So now the kid is upset. The kid is feeling some kind of way because now they want to share something positive. And the mother, because she didn't deal with the thing that was actually frustrating, now she's taking it out on the kid when the kid ain't really doing nothing. You know, so some, like you said, there are certain times where a person is not directing it at you. They're just telling you what happened versus somebody who should have dealt with the frustration in that moment with the people who were causing it, but they take it out on people when they get home. And back in the day, it was notorious. And that's the point. So sometimes you can't, but you cannot come home and take it out on me because you think I have to take it. That's not fair.
No, definitely not.
Back in the day, especially from what I've seen, Black men used to be in different industries, and they would have to go and work for the white men, or they would have to go and work at jobs that were horrible, and they would have to, yes ma'am, yes sir, all these things, and then they would come home and be mean to the women. And that's the scenario we're dealing with, because I can't say this stuff because I would lose my job, because I can't say this because you have authority over me. Now I'm gonna come home to the weaker vessel and I'm gonna take it out. That's the problem. No, maybe. Not a maybe. In that scenario, that's exactly the scenario she was talking about. Somebody who was taking out frustration on her instead of the people that it needed to be taken out on. That's what she said. If you notice, she said that cracker don't know that you even have a problem with them, because instead of taking it out on them, you took it out on me.
Mm-hmm. Cake anime.
Not eat the cake.
Cake anime.
Eat the cake.
Lord. See, I told you we weren't gonna have no heavy conversation with these two, because they was always gonna figure out some way to make it like Lord Jesus.
It's comedy and everything, especially in real life. Nah, but I completely hear, you know what I'm saying, where you're coming from and stuff like that. But it's like there's a lot of perspectives and a lot of angles about that, you know, because he could be. I know y'all seen the video of the dude that pulled up in his driveway and was sleeping in his car for like an hour. And with the video,
just sitting out there. I think sitting out there, and the wife.
Yeah, and his wife came out with the cameras, like, "Why are you out here sleeping?" And he was like, I can't get no rest. I can't get no peace when I come in there. I can't relax.
That's in our algorithm, not hers.
Oh yeah, she probably don't see stuff like that, right? So it's like, you know, a lot of.
No, I think I remember it.
But it's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, when a man's doing his thing and he come walking in the house, and as soon as he walk in the house, step that foot, all you hear.
You're right. You are absolutely right.
So it's like there's you know, it's
so many different scenarios. Yeah. Let me tell you, I always tell y'all, when I was a wife, so I had all these things in my head. Hey, cousin. You guys, okay, so my cousin is tuned in, JJ Cicero. She has amazing music out. Check her out. I wish I had my shirt on. So she has some songs, especially IDGF. Yeah, IDGF.
Just say it.
IDGF. I don't give a F. Yeah, I don't give a F. So listen, my friend absolutely loves that song. My friend absolutely loves that song. Hey, Charlie. My friend absolutely loves that song. But listen, she has so much more music. So check out JJ Cicero. Shout out to my cousin. She is an absolutely amazing and an amazing artist, an amazing person. She deserves all the accolades she has been getting. I just want to give her a quick shout out. Charlie Dickerson is an amazing producer of music as well. Thank you, girl, because I could not remember. I was trying to figure out the letters. Anyway, Charlie Dickerson is an amazing producer. I love you too, cousin. Amazing producer. He does beats, and he's just great as also at doing, I can't think of what it's called, but what's the person when you go in and they tune all the stuff?
Engineer.
Amen. He's an amazing engineer as well. So shout out to both of them. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. And I forgot what I was about to say. I forgot what I was about to say. Yeah, squirrel, definite squirrel. But I had to give those shout outs because those are two people who don't usually tune in, and both amazing in the music industry. And so I want to give love when I can. But we got 4 minutes, so maybe I wasn't supposed to go in and say what I was going to say. I was saying when I was a wife. Okay, thank you. I love you. Okay, so I was saying, those perspectives.
Oh.
Listen, those perspectives are correct, because when I was a wife, I was thinking about the idea of my husband always coming home to a clean house and a clean child. And what I did not realize is every day when he got home, coming down the hallway at the apartment, he could hear my screaming son and the vacuum, because I was trying to make sure that I vacuumed right before he came in. I love the lines in the carpet, and I was cooking. So he always had a meal. His house was always clean. His son was always clean. But my son was crying because of the vacuum, and I was vacuuming right before he got home. So my perspective was me trying to be a great wife. His perspective was, oh my God, I'm walking in to a whining kid, a crying baby, and her vacuuming yet again. So perspective is everything. And so 8:57, you guys. We got 3 more minutes. Let's start our wrap up. JB, you want to go?
Sure. And just to agree with that last little phrase you said about perspective. You know what I mean? So understand what your partner is trying to say to you, man, and don't take everything with a grain of salt. Try not to be so sensitive. And don't be scared to ask, what did you mean by that?
Not be all sensitive. Don't say that.
Yeah, man, quit being so sensitive, because I'm frustrated, let me get my frustrations out and we'll be okay. I'm not being frustrated to frustrate you. So relax. Yeah. Take that.
We're gonna look around, then he's gonna be out this year. Listen.
I already supposed to be out next week.
See?
Let's go to that party. That party gonna be jumping. Oh, y'all ain't with me? Y'all ain't.
Nope, no more parties.
Nope.
Go ahead, Kev.
When it comes to addiction, if you have somebody out there that is or on something, or do what you can to help, but at the same time, do what you can to protect you. Far too often we get lost in trying to help somebody that we may lose ourselves, and losing ourselves, we, even though we're the enabler, we become more of a dependent on that person, because even though we're enabling them, we're still doing what we need to do for that service. So do what you can to protect yourself, so you're not overgiving or oversharing. And I didn't speak on, but I'm an addict myself. I'm addicted to Mary Jane.
Oh, okay.
It's
Listen, I don't know what's gonna come out your mouth lately. I was so nervous. Ooh, what he gonna say?
Funny.
I love her just the same.
But no, addiction is not because I didn't grow up in a house with alcohol. My mom, she didn't believe in alcohol, but you know, her name is Mary Jane. So with that, in honor of her, you know, I love Mary Jane. I'm in love with Mary Jane.
Oh, your mama pop you in your head.
Funny.
Would get me.
Too funny. Too funny.
All right. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. If you are dealing with the other side of addiction, just remember that you always have to make sure that your cup is poured into. And I don't mean alcohol. I mean the cup that fills you, the cup that allows you to know that you are just as important. And while somebody is fighting addiction, you do not have to be their punching bag. So do not forget about yourself while you're helping others. In fact, do not enable, just be in those places where you can assist, but make sure that you are always keeping track of when you are going a little too far and you are actually becoming the reason why they're staying in the place they're staying in. Remember also that there is help. So there is help for addiction. And a lot of times we do not recognize, you know, my cousin is talking about, it's the drink for her. I want everybody to recognize when it has become a problem. If it's something that you can't do without, it's become a problem. So make sure you get help for that thing, because you don't want anything to control you but the Lord. At the end of the day, just allow for yourself to have the restraint that you need. We don't want anything to control you but yourself and God, if you believe. So thank you so much for joining us tonight for Oh Comes the Dawn with Lisa, Kev, and JB. We will be here every Tuesday night on YouTube and Facebook Live from 7 to 9 p.m. We thank you so much for joining us, and have a good night, everyone.